people. I hope that you are having a lovely day. I'd like to start off with prayer because that is why we are here. God and Goddess, thank you so much for this lovely day and the opportunity that we have to enjoy this beautiful creation that you have made for us. Please continue to guide our path and show us how to become the best versions of ourselves possible so that we can uplift ourselves and others and the world around us through shining your light to the world, being your hands and feet. Thank you so much for the opportunity that I have personally to prepare for the upcoming full moon event and provide food for so many people. And I just ask for your hand of blessing upon all of the food that is being made and all of the people that will come up to Mount Shasta. Please direct and guide the right people to come and hear the message. Help me and those that speak provide the right message and make it a great night for everyone. So today is Humanity Day. And I really love what this says in here. It says, think not that it is sufficient to have peace within your own village or your own house or village. Lo, disharmony in the distance may find its way to your door. Wherefore I say, blessed are the peacemakers. They are the helpful children of Elohim. They not only hope for peace, but work for it. For peace is not the fruit of passivity. I tell you truly, peace is the fruit of holy work through many lifetimes. Therefore, at midday of the fourth day, contemplate peace with humanity. Yea, speak these words. Our God and Goddess, immanent and transcendent, send to all your angel of peace. To humanity, send your angel of holy work. I have gone through a list of some practical tips that we can do in order to help us foster peace with humanity, including, watching our words, avoiding gossip and harsh language, being a conflict resolver and peacemaker, listen to understand, not reply, engage with curiosity, not condemnation, smile at strangers, hold doors, volunteer and donate your time. Use your voice to speak out against injustice. Send love, kindness, hope, peace, and peace to all. Use your social media, art, music, and poetry to send positive vibes out to the world instead of all of the negativity that we have around us. Create or join community. Treat all beings, human and animal, as sacred and divine. And finally, find spiritual practices that you can do daily to heal yourself and reconnect you to love, forgiveness, and God and Goddess. I keep coming back to the fact that we are the ones that interact with all the interactions come back to us. So if we can be peaceful and in this loving, harmonious, kind manner, then all of the interactions that we have with other people are going to be better. I know that it is really, really hard in this world. Many of you know that recently I've been dealing with my own issues, that people have brought drama into my life and false accusations and tried to silence me and stop me from preaching the truth of our Creator and the Word of God, essentially, Word of God and Goddess, right? So it's been a really big struggle for me to try to implement these things myself, but I am still trying. I think that's what is the most important, that we, no matter how many times we fall and mess up, we pick ourselves up and try better next time. We are just facing all sorts of tests and trials, and other people are as well. Other people are going through their own struggles, their own trauma and hurt, their own demonic attachments and attacks as well. And we never know what they're going through. And often we take things personally when it's not personal at all. It's that person is not at peace with themselves and they have a lot of unhealed wounds, and they're lashing out in other ways and projecting their own issues onto others or any of these different things. So it's really important that we have that peace within ourselves to try to take that into the world. As I mentioned, I am getting ready for the full moon event, which is on Thursday. Tomorrow, we'll be baking homemade bread and finishing up all of the last minute things that I need to do here. And then on Thursday, kind of usually early-ish in the morning or early afternoon, somewhere around there, I'll actually head up to Mount Shasta. And a friend who has an RV actually lets me use their kitchen to prep all the stuff, and it actually helps me with all that. So I'm really grateful for that. It is really nice to be able to go up there and kind of clean the space and get everything set up in during the earlier time so that there's no struggle. In previous years, there has been confrontations and people kind of wanting power and all of these different issues. But thankfully, it seems like those have been resolved. And for the most part, there is the Rainbow family who does their parties at Sand Flat, and I distance myself from that. I want to be at the as high up on the mountain that we can go, as close to God and Goddess as we can get, and for it to be not just a party where people are, dropping acid and just kind of tuning out and dancing and all the stuff that happens at the other party. I want it to be something that is holy and sacred and helps people truly connect and awaken to the divinity within and without, all around us. This whole world is so magical. We have magic in us. We were made from magic, this beautiful, divine, cosmic dance. The mother and father, like, everything is so magical and beautiful, and we should really embrace it. The full moon is a great time for, it's very powerful energy. So there's lots of different things that you can do with that energy, whether it is a lot of times people will use the moon when they're trying to plant seeds. They'll do that during the new moon time when it's starting to expand and get fuller. And then during the full moons, they will oftentimes do the opposite, where they maybe want to get rid of any negative attachment or anything like that. But this full moon is really powerful, and my intent has been to basically use a lot of the teachings that I am learning from the Megillah to have a spiritual ritual and have people joining together in, the shalom breaths, where you take a very big, deep inhale and you say shalom. It's a really great mantra to help center yourself and also to bring that energy into our world. Having a group of people that focus on that, even just for a very short amount of time, it's really, really powerful. So I'm looking forward to trying to manifest that and have the group intent be directed towards manifesting heaven on earth. That is why many of us came. We're here to be the hands and feet of God and Goddess. We're the Christ family that came here to help uplift ourselves and other souls. So hopefully you will take some time today to think about how you can help to foster peace with humanity, first starting with ourselves, and how we interact with them, and also doing other things like just smiling at strangers, going out of your way to say, hey, oh, that reminds me, there's a channel on Instagram that I just recently came across, where this guy basically hires people to go around town and give out compliments. And it is so positive and nice. It's really inspiring, and I love that. So I would definitely encourage you. We've talked before about the blessing walk, where you're kind of just going out there and you're just sending blessings silently to the plants and the animals and the humans that you pass. You could even go a step further and actually vocalize it, find something positive and lovely to say about the people that you interact with. You never know if that's the only positive thing that they have heard or compliment that they've had all day, all week. Who knows? You never know. So I definitely encourage you to just try to do some random acts of kindness and insert yourself into people's days just to uplift them. You're like, wow, you have a beautiful smile. I love your shoes. You look really radiant right now, or anything. Just try to find something positive to interject in their lives and see the positivity that'll also bring back to you. If you're having a bad day and you set out to make someone else's day or to just bring a smile to someone's face, that energy is going to come back and it's going to make you you feel better as well. So I definitely encourage you to find things like that you can do to help plant little seeds of happiness and joyful vibrations around you. That being said, I am about to get off of here, but I would like to say hi to the live chat. David says, please, God and Goddess, help the people who come to Shasta to wake up. Exactly. There's so many different traps around here to try to get people ensnared in false religious groups and ways, and even just like with the psychedelics around here, there's a very big do this for spiritual enlightenment. And I'm not saying that there isn't spiritual enlightenment that can be had through various medications that the mother provides, but when we're really only focused on that, and people can get really lost in that. I've seen it around here, so it's very important that we treat things the way that they should be treated. Even with ganja, the Holy Megillah talks about how it does have illuminative qualities, but if you abuse it, if you overuse it, then those illuminative qualities are going to diminish, and it's also going to lead to laziness and other negative qualities. So all of the herbs that Mother Earth provides for us are absolutely great, and they have their purposes, but we need to make sure that we keep them in line and keep climbing up the golden ladder of being, instead of allowing ourselves to constantly be in these states. Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't say someone that I know and I do care about, but I just met basically kind of has gone off the rails with some of the psychedelics, and it's hard to interact with them. Like, I want to be there and be there for them, and like just as a general friend, nothing like up close and personal, but just I'm trying to be kind and compassionate to people, but it's also really hard when they're not there. So even though this kind of started off as a spiritual journey for this person, it's kind of become got to a place where it needs to be pulled into check. So yeah, I say that as lovingly as possible, which is hard to like deal with all of these situations. And around Mount Shasta, there's just a lot of people searching for the spiritual stuff and not getting it. So I hope to be the hands and feet of Lord and Lady Christ. And that being said, also next Sunday, I plan to go through the Healing Hands activation, talking about the Essene science behind it. So I would love for you to join. If you want to kind of get yourself into more of a state where you're ready for that, you can do some fruit feasting, do some fasting, some prayer beforehand to see if that's something that you're feeling called to do. Basically, it is taking the elements and the masculine or the feminine and masculine divine, and bringing them together, activating them together to draw in that energy that we have, the mother and father, and using that energy to heal, not just ourselves, but you can heal others as well. So if that sounds like something that you feel interested in, Sunday, it's on. Dave Kaiser says, love that. People need so much love. Exactly. It is. And especially the people that are like attacking us or negative, the sourpusses of this world, right? They're the ones that need it the most too. So it can be really hard to keep loving them and try to come at them with compassion and mercy. But yeah, it's really important, because us mirroring the same energy of accusations and attacks and all of that is only going to hurt that person worse. And yeah, we all need more love in our lives. Even the people that feel the most loved, I would imagine they still need love, especially with the way that this world is and how disconnected the powers that be want us to feel. These dark forces that will get between us and our friends, our loved ones, and not allow us to feel the love or the caring that they have for us. They'll sow discord and animosity between people. And yeah, it's hard. And even I've mentioned before that our mother and father have that divine love that's waiting for us, and these dark forces want to get in between that so that we can't feel it. So anything that we can do to promote love and just send loving vibes out to the world, I definitely encourage that. And I know I've done plenty of damage. Like, if you've seen my videos and if you've watched me for a while, I know I'm not perfect. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to get better. And I encourage others to do so along the way. None of us are perfect. But the important thing is, again, trying to become better. And hopefully you're feeling that same inspiration as well. Strider Wins, how's it going? Hi, Anana. Hello. I am actually getting ready to get off of here. I have some burgers in the oven that I need to take out right now and get some other stuff started for Thursday. So, like I said, I hope that you take some time to really focus on how you can better be at peace with humanity, how you can better bring peace to humanity, and become a better person yourself. That being said, I appreciate all of the support and the prayer and the positive energy sent my way. I'm really appreciative for all of you who are connecting with me, especially on a daily basis. It definitely means a lot. I hope that it is helping you because it is helping me. I hope that you have a wonderful day. May God and the goddess bless you.